Hi guys, I'm on Instagram and on YouTube. I'm going to talk about discoloration. Thank you, Dorada. About discoloration, about unwanted hair, about mineral makeup, about sunblock, and what is the common denominator between all of these above. So I want to start with, and I'm on two platforms at the same time, guys. So bear with me when I'm sort of like going from one to the other one. But I want to start, and I want to explain to everybody why it is so crucial, and particularly for people that have darker pigmented skin, but even people that don't have darker pigmented skin. Why is it absolutely crucial for everybody to use mineral makeup, which is zinc oxide, and zinc itself, like this, zinc. Why is this crucial for every human being, whether you are white or you are black? And there is something super important. What is the correlation for discoloration? What is the correlation also for ingrown hair? So it's going to be like a wide subject that I'm going to talk about. But the first thing that I'm going to say is the following. This is a personal story of mine. But the reason that I am willing to share my hi DG 102 hi, the reason that I'm willing to share my personal story with you guys, and it's really personal, is because, you know, if I save one life, I save the whole village. If I save one life. And today I got several responses because I spoke on YouTube. I posted something and people wrote me back and said, Eva, you don't know what impact you have on people. You don't know how much you're changing people's life and how many lives you are saving by sharing your own story. So I'm going to share my story first with you so you understand where I'm going and why I am probably the most authority to talk about your skin, about discoloration, about burning your skin, all of the above. So look very carefully. Can you guys see this dot and this dot? You can, I'm sure. Can you see I have a band-aid here? Okay. So just follow me very carefully. This is my personal story. 3 years ago, I lost my whole nose. So if you look very carefully, and I go from profile, you can see it's not a perfect nose. I lost my nose to cancer 3 years ago. What cancer? It was not melanoma. It was not actually a bad cancer like melanoma is. It was in between. It was squamous cell carcinoma. And here's what happened. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, most of you will not know this, but in Europe, I come from Europe, the genre was the darker your skin is, the more status in society you have, which is crazy. Dark people want to be light people want to be dark. So it's like having blonde hair, blue eyes, and chocolate brown skin, and you were considered the most beautiful person in the world, and you were considered really rich because Europe usually, or Eastern Europe, doesn't have so much sun. So in order for you to get brown color, you were able to pay for it and go on vacation to the Mediterranean or somewhere where you would suntan. And that's exactly, I fell into that category. But what did we know? You can ask your mother and your grandmother that once upon a time, people used to use a banana boat, used to have a bronzing oil, no sunblock, oil that you would put on your skin to get brown color, to get a chocolate brown color on your skin. That's what people used to use. And I was not an exemption to that rule from childhood because that's what I saw at home. And so I burned twice in my lifetime as a very young person. I burned, my skin came off, but you know, who knew? So, tequila, hi honey, hi. So then when I burned, it was 50 years ago, 40 years ago, my skin got burned. This is my explanation. Cancer entered my body, skin cancer, because there was damage to my skin. And cancer sat very quietly like cat and mouse inside my body and waited for the right opportunity to attack. It took 40 years, 35 years before cancer did strike the first time. And when cancer struck the first time, I had a dot on my nose. So that was like 5 or 6 years ago. I went to the dermatologist, they cut it off, and they said, you're fine. It's cancerous, but it's just superficial. Okay, they took it off. Then I traveled overseas, and I wanted to be safe, so I said to my friend, who is a plastic surgeon, I said, fix my nose, take off the tip of my nose because I had cancer there. I don't want cancer. So just take the tip of the nose and redo the tip of my nose, fix my nose, which he did. 3 years ago, you can't escape this, and just pay very good attention. 3 years ago, I got here under my nose, I got a scab, a wound. And look, I'm in the skincare business over 40 years. So I said, what wound do I have? Herpes? Do I have cortisol? What wound? So I put some antibiotic on. It healed, but 2 days later, it will come back. So I said, no. After 3 times repeating within 3 weeks, I said, no, I have to go and I have to check this out. I made an appointment. I went to a cancer specialist for skin. They looked at it. They said, let's do a biopsy. They did a biopsy. They called me several days later. They said, Ava, you have cancer. This little scab is cancer. So I said, okay, what do we do? What's the plan? They said, well, we have to take this out. So we scheduled an appointment. Little did I know how this will end up. And just guys, pay attention because I'm going to save somebody's life, but I want you to listen to me because this is the truth. This is factual truth. They started the procedure. They cut out and they said, okay, what we are doing is more surgery. We are cutting out. We are then taking the piece to the lab. We are checking under the microscope, see if there are cancer cells. Well, this took 5 hours because they were coming back and forth every 40 minutes. They said cancer is still there. And they were cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting until they cut to here. And I had no nose left. I didn't know that my nose was gone. They were just cutting. So the cancer went, this was outside. The cancer went inside my nose. It was skin cancer. It was inside my nose, and it went up to here, and it went here, in the corner where I have my finger, in the corner of my eye. So they cut the whole thing off, and by the time we were done, they said, Ava, you don't have a nose. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, it was cancerous up to this point. And then she said, well, by the fifth cutting out, she said, there is a cell, we cannot say it's cancer, it's a non-cancerous, but I leave it at that. So I said, okay. They scheduled a plastic surgeon for the next day. So they bandaged me up. I swear to you, I didn't know how I looked because everything was numb. It was surgery, so I didn't know. And I had a big bandage, so I didn't know that I lost my whole nose. So then the next day I came to the hospital. I was scheduled for surgery. I was in surgery for 3 hours. It was one of the worst experience of my life. Not the surgery, but what happened in the operating theater after the surgeon went. So because I had no nose, and I don't know if it's so visible, but I have a line from here to here. They had to take 4 inches from my forehead to cut, to create a flap, to put it over my opening, over my hole here, and to let it grow onto the corner here of my cheeks so that new blood vessels should grow. Ladies and gentlemen, I had 6 surgeries. It took 2 years to get to where I am today, to have this nose, Barke, to have this nose, Sergio, hi, to get this, 6 surgeries. When I finished by the 6th surgery and they cut here, so I had a cut from here to here. Okay, and every time they had to redo, they had to go to my ear, they had to go to my neck, they had to go to the cadaver. Like the tip of my nose comes from a dead body from somebody because I have no cartilage, so they put cartilage. I can, like, you move my nose. You know, they had to build cartilage from inside my ear. It were bits and pieces to create. This was not fun, and this was only from cancer. From cancer that was not even the best. Was in the middle. Was not melanoma. Melanoma kills you. But reason I share this with you guys, because I'm going with this somewhere, and people don't understand that this is not fun. No, and I actually posted pictures, I think, on my homepage here and on my YouTube. There are pictures of me with the surgery, how it looked. It's scary how it looked. But I went through this in order to get to this. So I was very fortunate. I had good doctors, and it took 2 years out of my life to arrive at this. But I have to share with you something so that everybody understands that skin cancer, even if it's not melanoma, is a very dangerous situation, and it can change your life in a split second. So when I did this whole surgery, at the time that they removed my nose, because there was a spot that she wasn't sure if it is or isn't cancer, it was borderline. She said, Eva, I suggest that you do radiation. No chemo, but radiation. So I said, okay, I want to do my research. Since I understand the medical field, I did my research. And what did my research say? Because the cancer is in the corner next to my eye, the chances, if I do radiation, because it touches my optic nerve, radiation touches my optic nerve because it's so close. If you do radiation, there are great chances that within 5 years you go blind. So I vetoed it. I said, I am not doing radiation. I rather die with my eyes open than do radiation. 5 years later, I have no eyesight. So again, guys, not bad cancer. It's only squamous cell, not bad cancer. But this is where I am bringing you. This is where I'm taking you with this. So that I reiterated how important it is to use this. And we will come to black people because there's something that I have to say about black people and what I want you to use and what I want you to do. So I didn't do radiation. I checked also squamous cell, this particular cancer that I had, said 38% chances it will be reoccurring, coming back. So remember, I didn't do radiation. I just reconstructed my nose. And of course, I protect myself. Just so you know, since I came to America, I don't go to the beach. I don't go to the sun. I maybe go in the garden, you know, but I put sunblock on, I have a hat on to clean pee-pee caca of my dogs, what have you, but I don't go to the sun as such because I just don't want to go to the sun. So I did, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, something like it, I noticed a spot here. So since I have a clinic in Georgia, in Atlanta, in Noonan, 5 minutes from my house, I found an amazing cancer clinic. So I went there and I said, can you do a biopsy? Look at this. Obviously, I got all my paperwork from Miami to them in Georgia, and they did a biopsy. Biopsy came positive for cancer. This was 3 or 4 months ago. So I don't know how much, because I have good skin and I have good doctors. So the surgeon that operated, so the scar was this big here, this big. It was about this big, the scar. He cut across. So in between here and here, the scar was here. He cut across and they took the cancer out and they 2 inches maybe like this, and they sewed it up perfectly so you barely can see it. You can't even see it. Ladies and gentlemen, a month ago, I got a dot here and I got a dot here. I went back there because I go every month to Georgia to my clinic. I said, okay, look at this. What is that? They did a biopsy. 2 weeks later, they came back. They said, you have cancer. Remember what I said? 38% reoccurring chances of cancer. Once cancer, Ochroner butterfly high. once cancer enters you, but I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it because I don't see without glasses. Cancer enters you, this is it. So last Monday, a week today, I had surgery. So they removed this cancer. They removed this cancer. That cancer that was in between 3 months ago was here. And then they found a cancer here. This one is not healing very well. So I think you can actually see that it's bleeding. It's not healing well. So they had to cut, they made a hole here. They had to cut the whole thing out because there was cancer. What I am saying to you, and this is my personal opinion. Once cancer enters your body, it will stay there and it will really look for the right opportunity to come out. What is the weakest part of the human body? It's your nose that sticks out, it's your ears, and it's your cheeks. That's the thing that stands out the most. What is the most prone cancer for black people? No, it's actually not so much the nose. It's in between your fingers, the palms of your hands, between your toes and the palms of your feet. It's on the back, it's on the belly, it comes in the shape of moles. And you can have a mole on your face, you can have a mole on your ear. Since people that are black, they don't see it as much in a difference as white people see, because dark and white skin, you can see, they don't pay attention. Skin cancer in black population is on the rise. It's over 38% of people, black people, suffer from skin cancer. Here is what I am cautioning you, and here's what I'm going to teach you, what I'm going to explain you. Cancer doesn't have to kill you, but can kill you. A car can kill you too, but it's a possibility. The chances, though, that if you have cancer, you will be battling it. Since I am against radiation and chemotherapy for sure not, I'm not a believer, I just don't subscribe to that category. I personally have to fight the consequences of my behavior 40, 50 years ago when I burned, because that's when cancer entered. And the weakest part of my body is my nose. That's where cancer struck. And it did strike several times. And it keeps striking in different parts of my body because it is inside my body. Now, what is one to do? Here is what is one to do. I made a video and I showed you there is a sunblock that I would like everybody to buy. I don't have it here. I have it in the other office. But it's by Blue Lizard. But actually, if you go to my homepage of Instagram, I took a photograph of that sunblock. But I want black people to stay with me. I'm going to bring something. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to explain you what I want white people to do, what I want black people to do, and then we will go into the discoloration. So just stay with me. I'll show you something. Okay, so here I am. So here is what I want to say to black people in this case, okay? So, hi, Lawrence. Hi, girls. Hi. Long time no see you. So here is what I want to say about black women and black skin. So black skin and white skin suffer equally from the ultraviolet rays, with one difference, that a black person will burn 18 minutes longer after a white person. So I will burn now, and a black person, okay, I will read this later. Hold on, later a little bit. So because I lose my track of thought if I read now. So don't go, but I will read it. I will scroll down, read it. So I think I lost now what I was saying, but okay, let's go back. the difference between black people and between white people when it comes to sunblock. So white people, I recommend as a rule of thumb to use the zinc oxide. So this is a zinc sunblock. This is zinc oxide. That's pure zinc. Guys, this is a Walmart brand. Is 8 ounces and cost less than $5. I want everybody to use this sunblock on your face. Now, black people as well, but I will give you the solution to the whiteness. So how do I want you to use this? So when you get up in the morning, you wash your face with a cleanser or with an oil cleanser. Then you use a washcloth, you wash it all off. Then you take a toner, you wipe your face with a toner. Then you put, let's say, a skin lightening serum with some hyaluronic acid, some peptides, you put that on. And then, hi, Nisha, hi. And then you put, hi, honey. And then you put on, a moisturizer on your skin. So you did your morning regimen. After you do your morning regimen, I want you to put this zinc oxide on your face. Yes, it is white. That's fine. But yes, I want you to do your whole face. I want you to do your ears. I want you to put the zinc on your ears. I want you to massage the zinc on your ears. Your neck, your chest. If you are, yes, thank you, love. Thank you, Nisha. I was thinking about you driving last week from Georgia. If you are driving, if you wear shorts or you wear a mini skirt or mini dresses, I want you to put the sunblock on your knees, on your legs, because the sun from the windshield of your car hits your legs, hits your arms. So I want you to put sunblock wherever the skin is exposed, Descartes height, wherever the skin is exposed to the sun. But now black people, stay with me, because now I'm going to tell you, for you guys, there's another step that you have to do. So now let's say you are protected from the sun. And now you say, Eva, what the F? My skin is white. How can I'm a black person? How can I? Stop. Here is the issue, and I will show you how this whiteness will go away. So black people are susceptible, more than white people, more than any other race, to blue light. Blue light, the color blue. Blue light in black people causes discoloration, causes melasma on the skin, and black people are not aware of it. What is blue light? Neon lights are blue light. Your telephone has blue light. Your computer has blue light. Wherever you are, whatever has blue in it, it is a radiation. It's a short wave light. It's invisible to your eye, but it is attracted to melanin. And it creates darkening of black skin. So how is a black person to protect themselves? Particularly because Eva said, use zinc and don't use the chemical sunblock, only biologic, only zinc. Voila! Here is the secret. Here is the secret. So this is mineral makeup. This is powder. I will show you. Can you see though? It's close, but this is powder. This is mineral makeup. I don't sell mineral makeup. Liliani, hi honey. I don't sell mineral makeup because I'm not in the makeup business. I have 2 shades for black skin and 2 shades for white skin for my clients, for my patients. They come to the clinic so we can look, okay, this fits or this fits. Here is, but you can do your homework, and I want every black person to go out there and do a homework and look, unless you send me a picture and you trust me, and then I can say, okay, well, you can take this mineral makeup from me and you use it now. Here's what you do. So as a black person, and I'm going to demonstrate this so you understand that what I'm saying. This is made purely from titanium dioxide, zinc. but it has color. Titanium dioxide of zinc blocks the blue light, blocks the short wave. The zinc sunblock, the white thing, blocks UVA, the UVB, but it does not block the short wave blue rays. This titanium, zinc, mineral powder, blocks the blue shortwave rays. So here's what you do. Bear with me. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to bring one that I have here, and I'm going to show you what I mean so you understand. Just bear with me. All right, Murphy's Law. When you want something, it's not here. Hold on. Just bear with me. Okay. All right, I found. Okay, guys. So this is the mineral makeup powder. So I'm going to show you what you do on top of the white thing and how you will be protected. So you take a little bit. Can you see? A little bit. And then you take, so I take like my final step, let's say I use aromatherapy or any other oil, that would be an oily formula. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm putting one drop. I put one drop, and look what I'm doing. Now, can you see? It became a foundation. This became a foundation. And now you apply it. You apply it on top of your skin, on top of your face, on top of your arms. Can you see the difference? You apply it on your skin, on top of your face. For me, this is a light color. This is for white skin. For dark skin, it will be a dark color. And when you apply it, you are achieving 2 or 3 things. First of all, you achieve even toned skin. If skin looks beautiful, guys, that's what I have on my face. I have mineral makeup. That's what I have on my face. So you achieve foundation. You achieve mineral makeup. Chocoslavi joint, Nico, hi. You achieve smooth skin because you're putting the mineral makeup on. So it's a foundation. But most importantly, you're protecting yourself as a black person from the blue lights, the shortwave rays, to protect for discoloration of your skin. You're protecting yourself because the zinc by itself will not protect you from the blue shortwave. It protects UVA, UVB, but not from the shortwave rays. So you want to use the mineral makeup because it's zinc titanium dioxide. That color, that titanium dioxide, is the one that deflects the shortwave blue rays that cause discoloration on black skin. This is how you protect yourself. And even if you have white, because of course this is white, this zinc is white. But when you put the mineral makeup over it in your color, in dark color, this will no longer be visible because you are covering it with the mineral makeup of your color, so it will match your skin. So this is my suggestion, and this is what I'm saying. Many times, people come to me and say, "Oh, Eva, I do everything you say, and I'm using your lightning treatment on my face, but it still is working slower than I expected." And then we have to go back, and I have to say, why is it working slower? You are using it, let's say, for 2 months. I know how much improvement we should see in 2 months. And then I dig. I say, okay, what do you do for work? I am a computer programmer. So what does that mean? Oh, she said, well, I sit 10, 12, 14 hours a day in front of a computer. Bingo! Bingo! The computer gives you that short wave blue light back to your skin. So if you are not protected with this mineral titanium dioxide, with this, you can do everything right, but we are fighting, we are doing this, we are doing a cha-cha-cha, one forward, one backwards, one forward, one backwards, because you are lightening your treatment, you are using the zinc, but you're not using this. And so you are sitting for 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 hours a day in front of a blue screen, because that's what it radiates out, and that creates discoloration on black people. So it is crucial for black people to understand this, crucial, that you must use this mineral makeup, this titanium dioxide on top of the zinc oxide. Any woman out there, and any woman in childbearing age, I don't want you to buy any chemical sunblock. Just listen to me. Listen to me. It has proven that so many of the chemicals that are in chemical sunblocks that are not zinc have so many side effects on women. It disrupts your hormones. It can disrupt your thyroid. It can disrupt your hormones and your reproductive. There is so much that they're finding that these chemicals are causing, that if you go to Target or you go to Walmart or wherever, Walgreens, wherever, and you read, and a lot of companies says, our sunblock does not have this or this, because they found that these chemicals will protect you as a shield from the sun, but it will also disrupt your hormones. So please do not buy a chemical sunblock. You only buy that it says in the back, zinc oxide, that's it, zinc oxide, dioxide, that's it, nothing else. That's what you want. You want pure zinc to use on your skin. I gave you the solution how to avoid a discoloration as a black person is with the mineral makeup. Again, I will repeat, I am not in the business of mineral makeup. I am sure you can find outside, you just have to do your research. You want to buy pure mineral makeup, you want to read the ingredients. If you buy it in a drugstore because it's commercially produced, you want to make sure you read the ingredients. And usually, if you thank you for the hearts, if you buy the mineral makeup, let's say like from me, I know, because I make it, I know what I put in it. So I know that I only put zinc oxide and dioxide, thank you, Barker, in the sunblock, but in the mineral makeup. But when you buy it in the drugstore, it's a business. To me, this, I don't make a big business out of this, because this is not my main forte, so I don't care. It's a service for people because I care. Hi, Ona. So, you read what it says. And the reason that I want you to read what it says, many products, many mineral makeup foundations put a filler in, so they have more quantity, they use less of the zinc, and they fill it with talcum powder. Talcum, bismuth, talcum. Other products that I don't want you to put on your skin. I don't want you to put it on your skin because it's not good for your skin. You know, there's a lot of stories with talcum powder and a lot of cancers and problems. So read the ingredients in the back and make sure that it only says zinc oxide, zinc dioxide, titanium dioxide, everything in the family of zinc. Anything else, you see suddenly list of things, put it to the side. You don't want it, because then there are fillers in there, and when there are fillers in there, that's no good. It's actually dangerous for you. So you want only pure zinc oxide and dioxide. I'm sorry, guys, it's not my business. So I can't here give you an array of colors, because I don't do that. It's just, as I said, I have 2 for black, 2 for white, and that's it. and it's for people that come here and we play with it and it works out. But that's it. But it's not. I don't have it on my website. So now that you understand how discoloration happens on black skin, in spite of it, that you can use my lightning treatment, and it happens already. You know, the people came to say it's so. To those of you that don't know, so I manufacture the #1 lightning treatment for black skin and dark skin. It took me 27 years to put this lightning treatment together, because this lightning treatment is made out of mandelic acid, which is derived from almonds, and in order for it to work on black skin, I had to create a product that I could sell you, that you could use at home, and if you follow my instructions, you would not hurt yourself and you will be safe. But the product had to be in such a way that it would never penetrate too fast into black skin and then create exactly the opposite and stimulate more melanin. So I produced 38 years ago glycolic acid lightning for white skin. I sold it all over Europe. I sold it to hospitals, to clinics, to pharmacies. It was a very good product, but it was for white skin. But glycolic acid cannot be used on black skin, only on white skin. Why? What's the difference? Just so you get an education. Glycolic acid, the molecular structure, the size of it is very small. When you apply it on your skin, glycolic acid, you have no control over how deep and how fast it penetrates under the epidermis. It just goes. You have no control. If you have no control, this can go very fast under epidermis in black skin and then stimulate the melanin. Reverse. Mandelic acid, and that's why it took me 27 years until I came up with the formula. Mandelic acid, the molecular structure of it is big. That means when you put it on your skin, because the structure of it is big, it cannot go quickly into your skin. It goes slowly, gradually. Therefore, it will not stimulate your melanocytes, your melanin in your skin. It will penetrate, and that's why my product has to be used. You know, in life, there's plus, there's minus, and you have to figure out what works. So my lightning kit for black skin consists actually of 6 items. And in there is a microdermabrasion scrub, a microneedle roller, mandelic acid, a neutralizer, HA plus C serum, HA plus C cream. And so people say, why do I need all this? I tell you why. You use the microdermabrasion to slough off the top layers of the skin, any oil, anything that's in your pores. The microdermabrasion scrub I make. You can't buy it anywhere else because I am the only one who makes it. I make it with my 2 hands. I make it in my lab. So I make the microdermabrasion scrub. Why is microdermabrasion so wonderful? Because it doesn't dissolve. You can put water on it, won't dissolve. It's very hard. It feels like sand, but it doesn't dissolve. So you put that on your skin, you abrade the skin, and it goes inside the pores. And it will take the oil deposit. You know, black skin is a little bit thicker, has more collagen, and has more oil. So you want to remove all the oil that is in there. So you do it with the microdermabrasion. Then you remove the microdermabrasion after, let's say, a couple of minutes that you abraded the whole skin, and your skin feels like baby's tush because it's so smooth and shiny and beautiful. You wash it off, and you wash it off with a washcloth. Then you take the microneedle roller and you roll for a minute your whole face. And you say, Eva, why am I rolling my face? I tell you why. Because remember I said that the mandelic acid, the structure of it is big. So if we don't prepare the skin before we apply the mandelic acid, it will take forever to penetrate into the skin. So you will waste money, you will waste product, you will waste time. So we are finding a way where I fine-tune it. So you are doing microdermabrasion, then you are doing mandelic acid, microneedle roller, and you create little micro channels, thousands of little holes all over your face. Now your skin is ready to accept the mandelic acid. Then you take a mandelic acid, comes like in a bottle like this. Then you take a Q-tip, you dip the Q-tip in the mandelic acid, and now you reapply the mandelic acid all over your face. Wherever, underarms, bikini, vagina, wherever you do it. With the Q-tip, you apply it. But now the skin is ready and will accept the mandelic acid, even though it is molecularly bigger, but we prepare the skin. So the skin is ready to accept it, and we don't have to wait half an hour for it to go a little bit in. So now that that went in, you leave the mandelic acid on for 2 minutes, and then you have a neutralizer. You prepare a neutralizing solution with the neutralizer, and after 2 minutes, you rinse everything off. Then you put your HA, hyaluronic acid plus C serum, and then you put the HA plus C cream on your face, and you are done. And these treatments are done twice a week. And every week you start twice a week for 2 minutes. Then the following week you go by 1 minute to 3 minutes. Then you go up by 1 minute, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6, until you reach 10 minutes. This treatment is the best treatment for black and dark skin, for discoloration anywhere on your body. You will, and I stake the one life that I have, you will not find a better product on the market nowhere than what I make, because it really works. It really works. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not patting myself on the shoulder because I'm trying to sell you. I'm telling you the facts. I get emails, and for some reason recently I get more emails and phone calls from people from the past. And even before I started this video, I got a phone call from a lady from Stonebridge in Georgia. And she said, Eva, she said, I came to see you. I'm somebody you client from many years ago from Georgia. And then I looked on my computer and I saw that she came 2 times. I said, so what made you call me now? She said, listen, after I didn't come for whatever reason, I didn't come to see you. I went to other places, they burned me. She said, your product, because she bought the lightning kit. She said, your product kept my skin intact, helped my skin, helped my ingrown hairs, and I was so stingy with it, so I used very little, and she had it for a couple of years. She said, and I finally decided after I went the full 360-degree of cycle, wherever she went, whatever she did, she said, I am serious. I'm coming. So we made an appointment for the 15th, 16th of August when I returned back to Georgia. So, and I get this constantly from people that tell me how wonderful my skin lightening product works. It works for Hispanic, it works for black, it works for all skin colors. But particularly for people who have pigment in their skin, it works amazingly. It works wonderfully. So this is the issue, that you now understand how this all correlates from sunblock to discoloration to lightening the discoloration of your skin, how this correlates. And the last thing that I will tell you, one other thing that adds to the discoloration of your skin is unwanted hair. And this is for white people, but for black people, because this is my main subject that I treat and I talk, is black people, because nobody knows what I know about black people. When you have a black hair, so black people, as a rule of thumb, the hair is curly. So when your hair curls up and goes under the skin, the hair under the skin, so just so you understand, bear with me a minute. I will do this here. Bear with me. I'll show you something. So everybody can see. So this is your hair outside, right? This is your hair outside. This is the follicle. This is where the hair starts growing. And then the hair comes up. Can you see this? And the hair passes by this is an oil gland. This is when you have blackheads, whiteheads, whatever, comes from here. But the hair, when it comes out from the root, passes by the oil gland, and the oil gland moisturizes the hair. When the hair comes out and it comes in contact with the air, with oxygen, the moisture of the hair, part of that moisture just evaporates, disappears, no problem. But when the hair that has oil on it does this, and now goes back under the skin, this brown line is the melanin, goes back under the skin, now the oil which was supposed to come out with the hair be outside, now the oil is trapped in this coil of the hair, and now the oil creates bacteria, and now the oil creates inflammation. And ladies and gentlemen, what does inflammation do? Discoloration. So in white people, inflammation will be red. In black people, inflammation will be darker. So it will, the melanin, so why is darker? Because this brown is your melanin, okay? That's your melanin. So what happens is when you have inflammation, when you have a cut, when you have a wound, when you have a mosquito bite, anything, immediately there are cells from the brain going, and from the melanin going back to the brain saying, wound, 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 protect, protect, protect. And then melanin is getting orders from the brain to protect, and melanin pushes color. So when you have inflammation from this ingrown hair that is under the skin, there is a conversation between your melanin and between your brain, and brain says, hey, melanin, there is an inflammation here, go protect it. How does melanin protect black skin? Pushes more color. Melanin is actually a wonderful thing. It's a protective mechanism of the black skin. So this is what happens. Melanin pushes more color up, and in black skin, that inflammation now becomes, boom, a discoloration. What is the solution? When you already have the discoloration, but you have ingrown hairs, you want to come to see me, if you can. If you can fly to Atlanta, if you can fly to Miami, and you can come to see me, guys, you are very fortunate, because nobody has the knowledge and the experience that I have over 40 years. So you will be treated by me personally. But if you don't have the opportunity to come, then you need to find somebody somewhere in the world that uses the ND-YAG laser. So YAG is the beam. It's not the name of the machine. It's the beam. ND-YAG is a special beam. Hi Adele. Hi. It's a special beam, and that beam is the longest in the spectrum of all the laser beams. And that beam is the longest, the deepest. So the beam goes very fast. So when the beam hits here, then goes very, very fast down here. And it goes all the way down, and it's very fast. It's like a split millisecond. And it surpasses the color of the skin on the surface. This is why it doesn't burn you. But you have to find somebody who uses the YAG laser, and not only uses the YAG laser, knows how to treat dark and black skin. That is very important, because you can have a YAG laser and it still will not help you, because they will still hurt you, because they don't know the parameters, they don't know what the setting is. I give you a small example that people don't know. You know that if you go for, it doesn't exist when you come to me. When you come to me, whether you on black skin, sometimes a light foundation powder, you cannot see, because black skin looks so beautiful and it's so smooth you can't see it. But, yeah, just a small thing. It never happens to me that I will not wipe with a toner the skin before I do laser. Because if you have foundation on your skin, and the operator, the doctor, whoever does the laser for you, doesn't see, doesn't clean it, and you do laser, because of the color that is on, it will burn the skin. It's a small thing. It's a small thing. So this is why I tell you, it is absolutely important that when you go somewhere, you must find somebody who has tremendous amount of experience in treating breast cancer. This is why I tell you, if you can make it to Miami, if you can make it to Atlanta, you're very fortunate, because then you'll get me personally, and I will treat you, and I will do the laser hair removal on you. So we recap now, guys, everything, right? So now you understand what I was talking about when I said how the sun protection, how the zinc, how the mineral makeup leads you to discoloration because of the short wave, thank you for the hearts, of the short wave blue light, particularly in black skin, how that leads to discoloration, often also to melasma, how you can do everything right. And if you are working in front of the computer and sitting for 8 hours every day in front of the computer, you are undoing everything that you are doing right, because the short wave radiation of the computer will create more discoloration. Now, I will just say bye YouTube, bye Facebook, and now I'm going to read what it says